So today we are going to discuss about what is system calls. So system calls is nothing but an it is a programming interface to the service provided by the OS. So typically it is written in high level language or C or C++. So what is mean by system call? So it is an user level programs required service or resources to complete its execution. So request for services to the OS will be done with the help of system call. So the system call will be processed from user level program to kernel level through the application programming interface. So the system call will be activated with the help of application programming interface. So in the system calls, it will be divided into two types. One is user mode. So another one is kernel mode. So in the user mode, user process will be requested. So in the kernel mode, the response will be created and sent back to the user mode. So these are the examples of system calls. So from source file and then destination file, so we are going to copy the contents. System call sequence to copy the contents of one file to another file. So uh, when we are copying the file from one place to another place, the system call will be activated. Because of when we want to copy the file, first we have to open the file. So open functions and then closing the functions. So these are the default system calls. So and then how the system call. So what is the need of system calls? So what is the need of system calls? So first we have to what is the need of system calls? So here reading or writing files from and then it is a file system want to create or delete file, system calls are required. So to creating and deleting a process, and if we want to connect network connectivity, so we can receive and sending packets through the network. So that a time the system call will be created. So and then accessing hardware devices like scanner, printer, and then it is a type of system call. So simply we can say a system call is a relationship between the application programming interface. So here in this diagram, the user mode and then kernel mode. So in the user mode, user application will be created. Suppose if you are opening a file, we have to use the open functions. So after that, the open functions will create a system calls. So and then so the parameters, what are the types of system calls we have to activate. So before seeing that, we have to see that. So we have to see the what are the types of system calls we have to check it out. So in that, if we take one example for system calls, standard C library functions. So in the standard C library functions, if we in any C program language, suppose if we take has include, for example, has include standard stdio.h and integer main function. So in that we are giving printf statements, greetings, and return functions. So from this, printf is a system calls and scanf is a system calls. If you want to print one statements, the system call will be activated. And if you want to giving inputs to from the user, we are using the scanf functions. So these are the examples for system calls. The system calls having and then what are the types of system calls? So here first one is process control, and then file management, device management, and then information maintenance and communications. So these are the five types of system calls. And then first one is process control. Process control means we are creating a new process. Yeah, that means when we are creating newly process on loading functions and aborting functions and end functions. So these are the creating a creating process and terminating the process. We are using the system calls. And then file management means next one is file management, creating file, deleting file, and opening function, closing function, read functions, and write functions. These are the file management. And then device management means we are requesting device or releasing the devices. So the process may need several resources to execute. So main memory, disk device, access to file, and so on. So and then information maintenance. Suppose if you want to get time and date of the system, we have to create a time function and date function for the system call. And then system call access the number of current users available and version number of OS and amount of free memory available on the system. So the communication means creating